quarterback
This
in the
is the
league this
Nature
year.
Sports Podcast's Washington football broadcast. Thank you for watching.
2-0. Go ahead, we live.
Yeah, hey, look. We having this debate right now, but I'm gonna say that my comeback player of the year was Sam Darnold. I understand why Joe Burrow won it, but guess what? For me,
You don't. No, you don't.
I get it. He rolled out this year. No, he did. He had the Triple Crown winner on his team. So of course he had to be the one throwing him the ball. I respect it, bro. I respect that 100,000,000%. But in my opinion, Sam Darnold was one game away from being the #1 overall seed in the NFC. That is comeback.
Okay, so again, maybe the NFL. Go ahead, because I got a juicy one.
That's just kind of how that's how I look at it. Like you gotta, to me, his career was dead. Nobody was talking about Sam Darnold. Nothing. Okay, everybody thought that he would be out the league within the next year. Okay, when I mean year, like a year. Like next year, Sam Darnold is no more nothing. Right? He revived his whole. He's that comeback. That's what a comeback is. He revived his whole career in Minnesota. They did get trashed in the playoffs, but like I said, one game. It's a regular season award. In the regular season, he was one game away from having the #1 overall seed going into the playoffs. That's pretty impressive to me.
That's a team accomplishment.
Joe Burrow, and to me, no offense to Joe Burrow, he did his thing, but they still lost games.
That's not because of him.
Yeah,
there's not one game you can point to this season that was Joe Burrow's fault for the Bengals losing. I could point to 5 games I could point to 5 games that I could name right now because I've been on Sam Darnold back all day. My man is a Vikings fan. I could name 5 games where Sam Darnold could vote himself out of that.
Can we go to the numbers? Sam Darnold, 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That is his
How many fumbles? How many fumbles?
Hold on. Let me get it for you. All right, Donald. Let's see. Fumbles. Let's see. Sacks. Let's see. All right, hold on 1 second. I can get the number for you.
I mean, and look, like I said, I just think that, and I'm not blaming Joe Burrow for all the losses, right? But I will say this, as the leader of the team, the one job that nobody ever talks about the leader has to do is control the clock. And if you ain't controlling the clock,
Sam Darnold had nothing to do with controlling the clock. That's what your running backs for. That's why the Eagles lead that stat this season.
What you mean?
That's why the Eagles lead. That's why the Eagles lead that stat this season. There is no quarterback controlling the clock outside of when he hikes the ball. If you don't get right, if you throw an incomplete pass, the clock stops. You're running back.
Sam Darnold has 4. Sam Darnold has 4 lost fumbles this year.
That's the lost ones. I'm not even talking about all the ones he had, but let's just go with that 4 lost fumbles and what you said, 12 interceptions.
Yeah. That's 16 turnovers.
Yeah, that's 16 turnovers. I think Burrows is at what, 5 picks?
Okay.
Maybe 6 picks the whole year.
Let's see. Joe Burrow, let's see what he got. What he looking like? 9 interceptions, 43 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
43 touchdowns. 4,900 yards. And almost 10 touchdowns more. Bro, come on, bro. We're not doing this. If it wasn't for them people's defense, they might be in the AFC.
Joe Burrow also got 11 fumbles.
And you still can't add it up.
Fumbles.
How many did he lose?
19. That's okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna see how many he lost.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Joe Burrow. Okay. This is a good one.
No, but I'm looking like I will say this. Joe Burrow's stats.
I'm about to pull him up.
So I'm not gonna take nothing away from him.
Joe Burrows was going nuts, bro. Like, remember that he only had 3 wins up until like week 7 or 8 or something like that, bro. Like, they was almost counted out as the worst. People were talking about them getting the #1 pick in the draft at one point.
I get you.
Let's see what Joe Burrow's fumbles was.
I mean, we made the turn, but our defense was literally one place ahead it is until the last 8-9 weeks.
3, 4, 5 lost.
Lost 5 through 9 picks. That's 14 turnovers.
Okay. Yeah.
Sam Darnold almost threw that amount of interceptions before the fumbles even came up.
Oh, but Sam Darnold got more wins.
Sam Darnold has a way
account
better
for?
team. The same thing that y'all not going to give Jalen Hurts no credit for because his team is way better than our team. Stop it, y'all. It is the team with the worst defense in the absolute league this year. We're talking about the comeback player. We're not talking about the comeback team of the year. That's not what it was called.
I agree. Looking at the stats, I could say that Joe Burrow deserved it. I could say that. Don't get me wrong.
We got a lot of fans on right now, man. All the fans on chimed in, man. What's up to y'all? Y'all chime in. Who y'all got? Burrow or Donald? Burrow or Donald? That's what we want to know, man. We got a bunch of fans on. Shout out to everybody out there.
Bro, you breaking up on my side. Okay.
This is the Nature Sports Podcast, man. We got a bunch of people online. I just was saying that whoever y'all got, do y'all got Burrow? Fans out there, do y'all got Burrow or do you got Darnold? This is a good one.
Yeah, I can say that I'm not mad at Joe Burrow being the comeback player of the year. I mean, looking at the stats, he had an amazing year. And like I said, he got the Triple Crown winner on his team. They can't really give it to Chase this year because Offensive Player of the Year because, I mean, Saquon had such a phenomenal year. So, you know, that's kind of a win for the Bengals.
Guess who had the Triple Crown winner last year? It was the Jet. That's who Sam Darnold got to throw to.
Jet wasn't Triple Crown winner last year.
Who was the Triple Crown thrower? Who was the guy last year?
Nobody won Triple Crown last year. I thought the last person that won Triple Crown was Cooper Kupp in like 2021.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp.
You talking about to lead in all of the wide receiver stats?
Yeah.
I'm talking about best wide receiver last year.
Nah. We ain't gonna say that because
best wide receiver. Okay, he had the triple threat crown dude this year because that's what his play did. The Jet was by far noted as the best wide receiver coming into this season. By everybody, it was nobody that had the Jet under anybody. Had nobody above the Jet. We got fans on here.
Me personally, I always say him and Chase.
But me, even still, let's just go with the media. I'm gonna leave my personal out of here because that's not who my favorite receiver is. But I'm just gonna say that the Jet has been promoted on Madden. The Jet has been promoted on ESPN. He's been promoted everywhere as the guy. So you have the guy, Sam Darnold. Okay, you started out with the guy on your team.
Bro,
all right,
both of them got the guy though, bro.
Oh, okay. So even more reason why I'm saying that Joe Burrow clearly he got it by ease, bro. My defense is horrible, which means that I'm giving up points, which means my quarterback has to go perform, drive in and drive out. Sam Darnold had 2 games where he didn't have no touchdowns. I can't name a game to you that Burrows did not put up points. I can't. One of the Steelers game. That's the only game he didn't score.
Let me explain this. I look at Joe Burrow as like the number maybe 3 quarterback in the league, maybe 4. Okay, he's definitely top 5 to me. You get what I'm saying? Because he's the Mahomes killer. The only person other than Brady to beat Mahomes. I mean, to be real, And people can say what they want about Joe Shiesty, but
I think they just gave it to him because he's not going to win nothing else. So they had to give him something.
That's horrible. That's horrible that you even gave that narrative out, bro.
That's what I think. That's what I truly think.
Sam Darnold had a great beginning of the year. If you go look at the last 8 games, he is a turnover waiting to happen every single game. It's how they lost to the Detroit Lions 2 games in a row because Sam Darnold wasn't that guy. That's what I'm saying. Outside of 1 game against the Steelers, there's no game you can look at with a Joe Burrow film this year and say that he is a reason why they did not win the game or why they were not out of the game. That's the same thing I said with Jayden Daniels. There's no game this year that I feel like Jayden Daniels was the reason why we lost.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That was what Joe Burrows was this year to me. I was even calling it on our broadcast when Sam was doing it during one of our games. Bro, he about to turn the ball. He's turning the ball over again. I told y'all, Sam, something's not about to go right with that. I was saying that for weeks before the season even ended. He had a great beginning, and the record, same thing I told y'all about the playoffs. The record fooled everybody. They didn't play nobody, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna just say this. He played.
I don't think this is an indication.
4,000 yards, bro, is not a bad year.
No. Not by far. It's not a bad year. Not at all.
But that's more yards than Jaden had this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Burrow had more yards than that.
No, I get that. No, that's why I said I can agree with Joe Burrow, because honestly, when I compared the numbers, I would say that Joe Burrow edged him out because of the turnovers and the yards. You know,
not the wins though. He didn't edge him out because of the wins.
That's a team thing, bro. You keep naming a team accolade, bro. That's not
actually no. The result of any player on the field, I feel like, has to be wins. Most of the players that's been nominated have been nominated.
So Jalen Hurts had a better year than Jaden Daniels because their team won more games.
He only won one more game.
That's not what I asked you, bro. Don't throw that in there.
Okay, so but Jaden Hurts. Okay, so
Jalen Hurts had a better year than
okay,
Jaden
no. So to answer your question, Jalen Hurts is not the MVP of the Philadelphia Eagles. It's Saquon Barkley.
That's not what I asked you. You keep changing the answer. I asked you, was he a better quarterback?
Not the MVP of the Eagles.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I said the better.
Not just because it's about who's the MVP of the team.
That's not what I asked. This question about Burrow and Donald is not that question. That's not what this question is either.
Yes,
the question I just asked you. The question I just asked you, sir, is who's the better quarterback between Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts after the year they had based on
record? It would be Jaden Daniels based on the numbers. But
no, sir, you just said based on the record that Sam Darnold had. Even though Joe Burrow is killing him in the numbers.
It has nothing. Just because you have more wins as a quarterback does not make you a better quarterback. I mean, does not make you a better play. That's ridiculous.
So how are you giving Sam Darnold that over Joe Burrow when the numbers don't even suggest that?
Whether it's whatever they were doing, Sam Darnold resulted in wins. Joe Burrow didn't.
Okay, so the Eagles resulted in one more win than the Redskins had. Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback. Yes or no? He has the better record.
One more win is not enough to say that. But 8 years,
hey,
they have 7 more wins. 7 more wins than the Bengals. 7 more wins than the Bengals.
I would say the record does matter. But
7 more, maybe not one game. You can't say that, but 7, yes. That's big enough.
At the same time, this is still an individual accolade, right? So individually, Sam Darnold turned the ball over more than Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow had more yards than Sam Darnold. So I can't really say that that Sam Darnold had a better year, even though he won more as a team, because it's a difference in that.
Okay, well, you can say, okay, so let me chime in here.
Then I go with Sam Darnold.
Let me chime in. Let me ask you this. Does it count that the Bengals were playing from behind majority of the time?
I said, what's up?
Does that count? The majority of the time, the Bengals were playing from behind. The majority of the time, the Vikings.
Bro, go look at the record, bro. The Minnesota Vikings ain't blow out nobody this year.
You're talking yards. You're talking yards and touchdowns. And when you're talking yards and touchdowns, that matters too. You know what I mean? He got more yards and more touchdowns. So that's kind of hard to say that he's not doing his job as an individual. You know?
Right. But again, they were losing in majority of the games, right? How many rushing yards? Do they have 1,000-yard rusher? Do the Bengals have 1,000-yard rusher on their roster? That's something else you got to take into account. I know the Vikings do.
Yes, Chase Brown is that. Nah, messing with bro.
I don't know. That's why I say I don't know. Let's see.
I'm going in dark mode. Wait, finish the show.
Let me see. Chase Brown.
All right, man. Look. The way I look at it, man, is you got to give the man his credit at this point.
Chase Brown did not have 1,000 yards. He had 990, but that was 1,000 if you want to say. But he wasn't 1,000-yard rusher.
Man, Joe Burrow won it. I can respect it. You know what I'm saying? You're right.
Oh no, I ain't leaving.
Go ahead and give you credit for this one, but it's close. No, what I'm saying, it is no, hell no.
If it wasn't for the record, that's the only reason why he's not in conversation.
Right.
Not giving Sam Darnold a record award when he's not even in that argument of MVP.
But I mean, when you think about like he did turn that franchise, it's kind of him that did it.
Kirk Cousins was going to the playoffs, was losing.
Man,
Sam Darnold did the same
Cousins
thing.
Kirk Cousins ain't smelled 14-3 in his career, bro.
Yes, he has. He was 12-4. He was 12-4. He was 12-4.
Number 2, guess what?
Who?
Motherfucking what's my man name? Case Keenum has a better record in the playoffs than Sam Darnold.
Look, I don't care what happened. This is a regular season award, like you've been saying. Like you've been saying.
They're not going to beat us because they have not played nobody.
Look,
so again, the same reason my argument was about Travis Hunter, which I'm still keeping.
Look.
He's played in a division where there's probably less candidates of getting drafted than every other division in the league.
Bruh.
You should do well. There's nobody for you to play.
Bruh, but 14-3, bruh. Listen,
They had to play Caleb Williams twice.
All right, look.
They played the Colts. They played the Jaguars. They played the Tennessee Titans. And they played the Falcons. Let me explain to you that combination of record, they had more wins than all of those teams combined.
I get it. I get everything that you're saying, bruh. I get everything that you're saying. But because we played teams. He still had 4,000 yards and 44 touchdowns?
No, he had 30-something touchdowns.
30-something touchdowns?
Or did he have 43?
No, he had 35 touchdowns. 35 touchdowns.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Burrow's got
40. No, it was like 43. He was like 43. One of them was like around 43. I agree with you saying as far as the touchdowns and stuff. But if you take Joe Burrow away, let's say Joe Burrow didn't play this year, who else would you be talking about being the comeback player of the year?
It wouldn't be Sam Darnold because if you're gonna make him not play, Sam Darnold don't get to play. JJ McCarthy's hurt.
Oh my God, bro! I'm just saying. No, guess what? Joe Burrow already won. So who's the runner-up? Is what I'm saying.
That question is exactly what I'm going to use. I'm going to use your question to answer this question perfectly. If Joe Burrow is not playing, and Sam Darnold is not playing, no, hear me out. This real shit is bro even knows. Once I say this, I have to agree to this. If Joe Burrows doesn't play this year and Sam Darnold doesn't play this year, I guarantee you the way that Kevin O'Connell coached, the Vikings would still have a better record than the Bengals. The Bengals would have had the number 1 pick if Joe Burrow didn't play. The last defense and someone who can't complete passes will equal the worst record in the NFL. The Vikings would have still got wins with the worst schedule. One of the easiest schedules in the league. And as bad as Caleb was, they would at least 1-2 games playing that nigga with anybody at quarterback. They was getting ready to start JJ McCarthy.
Right, that's cool. Who is the runner-up?
Sam Darnold.
So why is it even an argument now, bro?
It's not an argument because the winner is who I said it was supposed to be.
I agree with Joe. What's his name? But I can't deny that Sam Darnold has had a comeback player of the year worthy type of year. You know what I mean? Yes.
I'm saying that Joe Burrow won because. Because everybody is the way they are, they won't give him the MVP because of the record. And
he didn't deserve MVP.
Go look at the fucking stats. He is kicking these niggas' ass outside of running the ball. He is kicking their ass at quarterback.
I get you, bro, but running the ball is part of the game now, bro.
No, because every quarterback don't do it.
Bro, it's still part of the game just because you don't do it. Listen, bro.
All right. We got defensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie of the year coming up.
No.
So when a quarterback throws for almost 5,000 yards, it should fucking matter more than a quarterback running for 800 and only being in the 3,000s or the early 4,000s of passing yards.
No.
Don't listen to that.
How?
Because you got to count touchdowns too.
And they still don't got 43.
Some niggas do, coach.
Josh Allen. So you want to give the MVP to Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson?
I said they should have been co-MVPs. I've been saying that for a long time.
During the regular season,
I said that.
Lamar Jackson and them beat the fuck out of them peoples.
but
that's what the award is for. It's not for the postseason.
I get it, but they were so close, in my opinion.
No.
I'm just saying, bro.
Jared Verse just won Defensive Rookie of the Year. I do not agree with it.
No,
I do not agree with it. I do not agree with it.
Sanders still fucking stats was just as good. I know, but I'm saying this is why this is why it's messed up.
Mine out of the ones that they had.
It should have been nominated.
First got 4 sacks. 4.
Bro, he changed their entire defense. There's no Aaron
He didn't. It's the other guy on the defensive line. He had 8.5 sacks. The other guy.
Yes.
Bro, he's a linebacker.
It wasn't just Verse.
You do know that linebackers predominantly don't blitz unless you're on the edge.
He don't got interceptions either.
He don't have to. He got almost 160 tackles.
I don't think he had no 160 tackles. No, he don't. He got like 30 something. He got like 30 something.
Jared Verse?
Yeah.
Bro, you're a smoking cracker who starts every week. You got 30 tackles. What the fuck is going on right
30,
now, bro?
He had 66 tackles.
56, that's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, 30. No, that's combined. He has 30 assisted tackles. So he got 36 tackles to solo.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, it's the other guy that should have won it on his line.
Jared Verse got 4.5 sacks.
If the other guy got 8.5 sacks, the defensive end.
I'm looking at just reading off the numbers, my brother. I ain't say that.
Brandon Fisk should have won it, in my opinion. Out of all of them, that was my opinion.
That's who should have won it. He had like 8.5 sacks.
Brandon Fisk already?
Yeah, on the same team.
That's what I'm saying.
72 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, 20 quarterback hits, a fumble return for a touchdown, and a Pro Bowl.
But no. That's what's the name too, probably.
That's what?
The playoffs included.
One game?
We not adding playoffs, bro. This is the regular season. This is a regular season award, like we've been saying the whole time.
I'm taking that you just said one game, and them niggas didn't do shit in that one game.
Bro, he might have did something in the game. Shit.
Bro, they didn't. All right, okay. Granted. Wichita wasn't even nominated, so
No, I'm saying I think Sanders still should have been nominated.
No,
I think Braden Fisk had a better year than Verse to me.
So if I help you get the sack, I don't get no fucking credit. If my pressure helps you get a sack, because imagine, especially the people that we sitting on here with, because I got that first nigga. I ain't just to our fans right now.
I got that.
All of this stuff I was giving Chase Young the shot. I wanted to give him credit for because he was rushing the quarterback. He wasn't getting a fucking sack. He was just hurrying the nigga, and we was giving him credit for that. So this nigga gets hurried, and it don't count because it's not enough.
The other niggas got the sack. So listen, hold on. Should we not give credit to Montez Sweat that actually got the sack because Chase Young pressured him?
We did.
Right. So we got to give credit where credit is due. Braden Fisk actually got the sack.
The award went to the person causing
the pressure. I get it. But it should have went to the guy that, because to be real, Chase Young rookie year stats, he deserved it. Forced fumbles, sacks, all that. I mean, yeah, he got it because he deserved it. It wasn't. I don't agree with that. Right. I'm just saying this. He had like 3 or 4 like forced fumbles that year, as well as game changer plays. What's up with you? How you? Yeah, game changer plays, bro. So trust me, I agree with you on that. But as far as 4.5 sacks,
shut up, Trick. Shut the
4.5.
fuck up.
Oh,
Stop.
4.5. Hold on. Let me go ahead and mute.
I gotta tell y'all, for me, I'm sorry. For me, I think Brandon Fisk was the defensive rookie of the year. I get it. Jared Verse was the big name, but for me, it was Brandon Fisk. In my opinion, it's no, and it's no offense to Jared Verse, man. I think Jared Verse is a great player, but I just think Brandon Fisk had a little bit of a better year, in my opinion, in my opinion. Shout out to everybody out there listening. This is the Nature Sports Podcast, bringing you NFL honors today. NFL honors. So far, we've had a number of wins. For everybody out there who wants to know, Jayden Daniels got the Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year was given to Joe Burrow, and we also had Defensive Player of the Year given to Patrick Surtain, and Defensive Rookie of the Year given just now to Jared Verse. This is what we were discussing. Again, my pick would have been Brandon Fisk. No, just my opinion. Even for I don't think Defensive Player of the Year should have went to Patrick Surtain. For me, it was the guy out there in Detroit, the cornerback out there. Let me see. Let me get the name for y'all. Let me get the name for y'all. Kirby Joseph. Kirby Joseph for me is Kirby Joseph for me is the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year this year, in my opinion. It is Kirby Joseph, in my opinion. And there's nothing wrong with Brandon. I mean, there's nothing wrong with everybody else out there. There's nothing wrong with everybody else out there, but so, again, shout out to everybody out there listening. This is the Nature Sports Podcast, bringing you NFL honors. Here we go. Another award coming up. Last one given out was Brandon Fisk winning. Sorry, not Brandon Fisk. Jared Verse winning NFL Rookie of the Year. Jared Verse winning it. Again, my pick was Kirby Joseph. What do you think about the awards that's been given out so far?
My pick was Mike Sanders still. but just for the people that was on there, I do feel like Brandon Fisk deserved it. V says Jared Verse, which I mean, I guess when you really think about it, all these young players had a phenomenal year. We all just arguing on what we felt like.
I don't think it should have won over whatsoever.
And hold up, and it's one more person I want to highlight. Hold up, it's one more person I want to highlight.
Hold on.
Sam still would have been one of the guys I picked to win Rookie of the Year. I said, but because when you're not nominated, and Quinyon Mitchell, I think Quinyon Mitchell had a dog of the year too. It's not you can't catch the ball on the nigga. I don't care if he catch the picks or not. If you can't catch the ball, you're doing your job.
They said nigga ain't catching.
Right? You're not throwing the ball on him. I don't care about catching the ball for a pick. If you don't get the pick, cool. But that's because they're not throwing the ball to you. Cooper DeJuan and Darius Slay. Darius Slay got targeted more than he's ever got targeted in the last 4 seasons. It's a rookie on the other side. That says a lot about that player. The same thing I'm trying to say to y'all with Jared Verse and Brandon Fisk. The other player matters where the other guy's not getting the attention.
I agree. I would say
I want to highlight Kalen Bullock. Kalen Bullock this year for the Houston Texans played in all 17 games and ended up with 5 interceptions. So I want to highlight Kalen Bullock. I want to highlight Beanie Bishop Jr. for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He also had 4 interceptions as a rookie. I want to highlight Cameron Kitchens. Cameron Kitchens. Cameron Kitchens for the Rams also. He also with the Rams. Rams had 3 rookies who, was massive improvements on their defense. Cameron Kitchens ended up with 4 interceptions as a rookie. I also want to give a shout out to Jalen McCullough with 4 interceptions for the Rams also. And Taheeb Steele with 4 interceptions as a rookie for the Chargers. And Jaden Hicks also with 3 interceptions as a rookie. So play of the year. The play of the year goes to Jayden Daniels for the Hail Mary. Moment of the year. Jayden Daniels won 2 awards tonight. The only one going home with 2 awards.
Love that one.
Jayden Daniels, play of the year. Moment of the year.
That wasn't a touchdown play. So you got to give it. The reverse jump is probably the best thing I've ever seen in football. Come on, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not even going to hold you. That's some highly improbable, impossible shit.
That's not play of the year.
That is the play of the year.
Like,
yes,
we can all say the Hail Mary is the play. One touchdown. Washington haven't had nothing like that happen since the bomb to Santa Moss. Literally nothing like that has happened since then. Number 2 is a rookie quarterback going in. It's the number 1 and the number 2 going. It's so many factors in there that I clearly completely give that the number 1 play. But that reverse hurdle is by far must-see TV.
That's the best football move I've ever seen.
That's the best football play in the last probably 3 or 4 years of football, bro.
But, bro,
you're going to see a Hail Mary in the next 2 or 3 seasons. You're not going to see somebody do that.
I agree.
That's the only, and again, don't get me wrong. I'm giving the Hail Mary the best play of the year. I just said that would be the only reason why I said Saquon didn't win over that because it's not a scoring play. It didn't even have to be a Hail Mary.
If Saquon would have scored on that play, then no comparison. Yeah. But I'm saying, the Hail Mary is a scoring play, bro. You know, you got to give the credit where the credit's due.
I think Jayden Daniels had the 2 top. I think Jayden Daniels had the 2 top plays of the year, which is, to me, second is that Terry McLaurin touchdown against Dallas. I don't care what nobody said. That's second for me.
No,
for me.
I would say.
You talking about the last game?
Against the Dallas touchdown
on the side.
Nah. The 80-yard
Yeah, for me.
I would say the Bengals drink.
The
Bengals joint.
That walk off at the end was great with the
Bengals. The Bengals joint,
And that game was a really good game by Jayden himself. Like the passes in that game were like elite.
The high level.
We all knew that he would hit a ride.
The LSU Bowl, man. That's what I called it. The LSU Bowl. Burrow versus Jayden Daniels, and Jayden Daniels.
Oh, Sterling Sharp. Sterling Sharp made it in the Hall of Fame. Sterling Sharp.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Finally.
Yup, Shannon got him in. Shannon got his brother in.
Shannon been crying for the last 6 months.
That hustling Shannon got his brother in the Hall of Fame. Hey, all that hustling Shannon did, all that hustling his brother did, Sterling did. All that hustling Shannon did landed Sterling in the Hall of Fame.
If you got in via injury, then we should be talking about Alex Smith going to the Hall of Fame. We should be talking about my man.
Hey, all of them ain't got their brothers. All of them brothers ain't no superstar. All of they brothers, they ain't got no brothers. That's a superstar. Shannon Sharp then made the NFL a lot of money this year.
Nobody was able to stop him in 6 years. He got the most yards of anybody in all 6 years.
Eric Allen got in there. Eric Allen finally got in there.
He didn't play.
Eric Allen finally got in there.
Ernest Bonner.
They got them Eagles, all these Eagles in there. Ernest Bonner got in there?
I was asking, that's who you were saying.
No, Eric Allen. He used to play for the Eagles. We're gonna put that Eagle in there. And LaDainian Tomlinson got in also. Oh, and sorry, that's Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates got in there. Antonio Gates, well deserved.
Antonio Gates definitely deserved it.
Well deserved.
Yeah, because
a basketball player.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, yes, but bro, even though that, bro, like he had like most touchdown catches before Tony Gonzalez or something like that, and like for a tight end, he's like top, like I think top 3 or something like that.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. That's the Hall of Fame class, man. Hall of Fame class. The NFL Hall of Fame class.
No, I'm talking about football.
In football.
Motherfucker might run a choice route. Might fake outside.
Yeah, that's the NFL Hall of Fame class, man.
Boxing them people out.
Again, Sterling Sharp, Shannon's older brother. If y'all never saw him play, man, y'all go ahead and go watch some film on Sterling Sharp. Sterling Sharp was a monster, man. Sterling Sharp finally got in. I actually knew who Sterling Sharp was. Funny thing is, I knew who Sterling Sharp was before I knew who Brett Favre was even. You know, and Shannon Sharp. Sterling is the reason we know who Shannon is today, believe it or not. And if you have any old school 80s football fans that will tell y'all the same thing, we know who Sterling Sharp was because of, we know who Shannon Sharp was, because of Sterling. So shout out to everybody out there, man. Y'all dealing with the Nature Sports Podcast.
He was a dog. He was a dog, yeah.
You were better than his brother, bro.
Who, Sterling?
I remember that.
You on Shannon?
Why we was on the same way?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp was a beast. I mean, of course, Shannon was a beast. Sterling was a beast too, though, man. Again, he had a neck injury, which cut his injury short. But now I think that opens up the door. You gotta open up the door for Terrell Davis. Now you gotta open up the door for Terrell Davis. Sterling Sharp didn't even win any Super Bowls. He did not win a Super Bowl with the Packers.
Yeah.
So you have to look at Terrell Davis. If Terrell Davis isn't already in there, Terrell Davis might already be in there though, if I ain't mistaken. He might be already a Hall of Famer.
But nah, because Sterling was a beast though with Brett Favre, dog. Before Shannon actually got some passes thrown his way.
Yeah, actually, Terrell Davis was a 2017 Hall of Fame inductee. Sorry about that for the Broncos fans out there. He was a 2007 Hall of Fame inductee. Yes, he was. You know. And again, moment of the year for everybody out there listening to moment of the year, Jayden Daniels with the Hail Mary. Just to go over what we had.
So who's your MVP?
How me?
Yeah.
Out of all the guys, let me see. Let's look at this list, man. Let's look at this list.
I'm gonna say what I said at first earlier this year.
Mine's is Saquon Barkley. My MVP is Saquon Barkley.
I think it was Lamar Jackson. I think one, the nigga didn't throw but 5 interceptions till like week 14 or 15, which is nuts. Number two, he had just finally gotten over the I can only run thing. I think this year he did what he had to do as a passer. His yards and his total yardage and his complete package. Even with Derrick Henry, he had the numbers that Jalen Hurts didn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Saquon is, I think, on a better overall team than Lamar Jackson is. Saquon was a beast with the Giants, who didn't do absolutely anything. He probably should have won MVP there just for the fact that it's the only thing that they ever had. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson has been in this battle in this AFC for a while, and it wasn't anything until the playoff game. And honestly, even with the 2 turnovers prior to the last play of the game, he did everything that he could to put his team in position to make it to the next game. I don't think that he had a flaw in his season this year, like just the regular season. I think a totally great game. And there were games that Saquon is not in it. The amount of yards that he got in certain games makes up for those 60-yard, 40-yard.
Let me ask y'all this. Did Eli Manning get snubbed today for the Hall of Fame? Should he have been in before Sterling Sharp?
You say who?
Eli Manning.
Yeah. Y'all know I'm Eli first ballot guy.
Maybe I'm gonna help all of the Redskin fans out who are like religious Redskin fans. Eli Manning does not deserve the Hall of Fame. Beating Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
The greatest coach, greatest
that's not the
quarterback.
Only loss Tom Brady got.
If
that was the only loss Tom Brady got, then I'd understand that. That's not the only time he lost. It's not the only time
he beat
Tom
the
lost.
18. It was a time when they was 18-0.
Nobody was going to win that.
Bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. Like, look, he did it, bro. I'm saying he's a 2-time.
No one wants to break
bro.
those records.
Hold on, bro. He is a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. He is 2-0 in the Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
There are quarterbacks that has not accomplished what he's accomplished in the playoffs.
Should Mark Ripken be a Hall of Famer?
He only got one.
He's literally the quarterback of the greatest team ever assembled.
I don't care. He got one.
He's the quarterback of the greatest
Trent
team
Dilfer
ever
got
assembled.
one.
That's not the greatest team ever assembled.
It don't matter, but it does not matter, bro. I'm just saying.
It's a whole point. That's in the Hall of Fame.
But you're saying, hold on. You're saying the greatest
team.
team. That means everybody on the team was good.
So why are you bringing up Eli Manning beating one of the
best? Okay, there are. Hold on. Hold up. There are 13 quarterbacks. Let's listen. Hold on. Hear me out.
In the Super Bowl, bro.
Let me chime in. Can I slide in? Can I slide in?
Can I slide in? Of all time.
Can I slide in?
Are we arguing that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time?
Yes. Can I slide in though? Can I slide in? Let me slide in right here. There are 13 quarterbacks in the NFL who have won multiple Super Bowls. Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Troy Aikman, Patrick Mahomes, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger,
Hall of Famer,
Bob Greasy, Peyton Manning, John Elway, Jim Plunkett, Roger Staubach, all of them in the Hall of Fame.
All of them in the Hall.
Except for Ben Roethlisberger, the ones who are eligible. Right? The ones who are eligible, all of them are in the Hall of Fame. Who are the ones that are eligible?
Except for the ones that's still playing, right?
And Ben Roethlisberger.
Ineligible.
Ben Roethlisberger is not in yet, but he's not eligible either.
Not eligible. Tom Brady's not eligible, right?
Right. So it's a couple of them that are not eligible.
Everybody else that got multiple Super Bowls is in the Hall of Fame.
They are in the Hall of Fame.
Except for the ones that is ineligible to be in the Hall of Fame.
Eli's the only one that's not.
Bruh.
Name which one of those got the same amount of interceptions and they got touchdowns.
Bruh.
Name which one of those.
I don't know. I'm not about
Terry Bradshaw.
You over here, bro.
If you feel like it, bro, pull up which one of those guys are 50% in their win record and 50% in their touchdown and interceptions.
Now, not win record, not with Terry Bradshaw, but his stats wasn't all that. But he got 4.
He got 4 Super Bowls though.
He got 4 though, bro. Like that's you can not have the best stats if you got 4 rings.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
Eli don't got 4 rings.
He got 2,
and they wasn't even the best. They weren't even the division winner the year they won.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
It does.
He did the Cinderella thing twice, nigga. It was twice. What is that? It don't even happen, bro. It don't matter, bro. It does not matter. Yes, one. He has an MVP Super Bowl, a Super Bowl MVP. Yes, he does.
That's one. Yeah. You don't got 2 of them.
It don't matter.
Which means you're not the best player.
No, I think Eli do got 2 of them.
Bro. Listen, bro.
I think Eli got both. I think Eli do got 2 of them. I think he got 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
You said he got 2 what?
Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
Oh, he got 2 Super Bowl MVPs. So he was the Super Bowl MVP twice. Hey, bro. Oh, bro. Hey, look, bro. Look, bro. Listen. I am a Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer, bro. Regardless.
Classical bird.
Listen, bro.
Is the only reason why your bitch
I don't.
That nigga made that
conversation right,
and then started working that fucking.
Bruh, that's not the only reason. Cause guess what? Eli Manning helped his team get to the Super Bowl.
George Kittle is the man of the year. Is the NFL man of the year.
How?
They was 8-8. Bro.
Cause they look.
Brandon Jacobs leading rusher.
All right. Here we go. I got you. Here's the difference. Between him and a dude like Kirk Cousins.
No.
So, hold on. He's an 8-8 guy.
Use Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Use somebody that made it that one.
Okay.
Russell Wilson.
No. He's an 8-8 guy. I don't look at Russ as an 8-8 guy early in his career.
But
I look at Kirk Cousins as an 8-8 guy. That's why you say 8-8 guy. I went to where his level is.
Super Bowl though, bro. You got names.
All right, there you go. So we're gonna go to Russell Wilson. Guess what? Russ. He ain't done nothing since he been with Sierra. Straight up. So once he got to that Super Bowl,
argue that he was going to Hall of Fame too.
He is.
So why
he is? Which is why I'm telling y'all.
How y'all gonna bring up Sierra? How y'all gonna bring up Sierra?
Everybody should go.
No, not everybody.
Everybody should.
Not everybody.
Everybody should go, bro. I think
not everybody.
Dexter
Russ, but
Jonathan Allen should be going. Deron Payne should be going.
I mean,
like, yeah, niggas that don't
you look at passer rating, bro.
Yeah,
Russ is up there.
But
you look at touchdowns.
Eli's not. I'll tell you that nigga's not. Passer rating, Eli is some shit.
It does not matter, bro.
His first year,
He won enough to get into the Hall of Fame.
Hey, bro,
it's winning a stat.
It's a paid subscription.
It's winning a stat.
It's a paid subscription, bro.
Bruh.
It's a paid subscription. Your father been in this shit a long time. You've been paying.
Hey, bruh.
Your father been paying.
Is winning.
Eli Manning. All I'm saying is that for the people out there listening, this is the Nature Sports Podcast, and we are having a heated debate over whether whether Eli Manning got snubbed tonight. Vito says Eli Manning didn't get snubbed. Boy says he did get snubbed. What do y'all think? Chime in with us. We want to know what y'all think. Did Eli Manning get snubbed?
That's just all I gotta ask. If winning is a stat, then Eli Manning needs to be in the Hall of Fame because he won 2 Super Bowls.
If they didn't have Tom Coughlin, do they go to the Super Bowl?
No.
All right.
But guess what? If Brady ain't had Bill Belichick, do he win that many Super Bowls?
Yes.
Maybe not.
Who the fuck is the Bucs coach? Who was the Bucs coach? How many wins did that nigga
Bruce
got?
Arians.
How many Super Bowl wins did he got before Tom showed up?
None.
How many appearances he got before Tom showed up?
None.
All right.
And who taught Tom how to get to the Super Bowl? Listen. This is the thing. Who did Tom learn from? He learned from Bill. Bill was going to playoffs. Bill had Super Bowls. Bill,
nobody, even Bill and them thought he was ready. Go look at Tom's documentary. Even Bill did not think that he was ready.
Yeah.
Tom was ready based on the work Tom put in.
Yeah.
Okay? He played for a coach that worked with me to allow me to get my grades out there.
There you go.
But that coach didn't even know I was great until I had to go in.
You had to prove it to him.
So Bill don't get all of it.
He don't get all the credit, but he gets a lot of it because guess what?
How you would give a lot of it when the nigga didn't even know he was it?
Bruh.
Until the injury happened.
It forced him to get in the game.
Listen. Bruh, you wanna know what I feel about Adam Peters? They knew Jayden was it. They said when I did my evaluation, I knew that this was him. Yeah. Now we gonna sit him down for a second. We're just not sure yet. I hope that he's can play. We had Drew Bledsoe as the star quarterback because I didn't know he was him on the bench. Yeah. All right, Bill, you get somewhat of credit. Guess what? Guess what other team Bill was on? The Phil Simms team that had Jeff Hostetler. Guess what happened with Jeff Hostetler? Jeff Hostetler is fucking drafted when Bill is there. Because obviously I noticed something. Okay? Totally different than picking a nigga who's not even my second string quarterback.
I get you, bro.
Well, give that white man credit. Well, I said, y'all some man.
Why don't the man deserve credit? He got 6 Super Bowls. Name another coach with that.
Man.
Right.
Name another coach that won him as coordinator.
That's a Tom Stade.
As a coordinator, didn't won 6 as a head coach.
That's a Tom Stade, man.
Tom
would have left any sooner and went to the Raiders like he wanted to.
Bruh.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
If it wasn't for 9/11, the Patriots don't even get those rings. Say what you like. If it wasn't for 9/11, before 9/11, ask anybody where the Patriots was at.
I agree with that. But Tom Brady is the GOAT at this point. And Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of this modern era, regardless of what a person want to say.
Hey, what was his recruits looking like?
The NFL on the NFL honors, just to let everybody just to get everybody caught up. Just to get everybody caught up on the NFL honors. Basically, they're running through people who have passed away today, ran through everybody. People who passed away throughout this year. The guy Kareem Jackson is what stood out to me. The guy for the Rams, I believe he was active when he passed. He passed away. He was an active player for the Rams, so that's what stood out to me. They're going over former coaches, former players, people who passed away throughout this year, within the NFL. So it's just a year in review. That's what they got going on right now on the NFL honors.
Hey, I keep telling them, man, Eli Manning deserves to be in the goddamn. Don't, man. Okay? Eli Manning. If y'all don't think Eli Manning deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, y'all tripping.
Chris Mortensen passed away. Greg Gumbel passed away. The famed Larry Allen passed away. The Cowboys tackle Larry Allen passed away. But the famed sportscaster, the famed sportscaster Chris Mortensen passed away for ESPN. I didn't know that. Larry Allen also passed away for the Cowboys, the tackle for the great Cowboys teams, the great tackle, the great the three-time Super Bowl, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders teams. Larry Allen was the tackle for that team, the anchor per se, and so he's passed away this year. And I feel highlight him as well as all the other guys who has passed away this year within the NFL. Again, shout out to everybody out there listening, man. This is one of our most successful shows, the NFL Honors. Who would have thunk it? NFL Honors, one of the most successful shows. It looks like it may be the most successful football show of the year. Guess y'all saving the best for last, huh? Again, shout out to everybody out there listening. If you guys want to chime in, let us know who you got for the NFL Honors, who you thought should have won and why. Let us know. I mean, if your teams are out there, if it's somebody with your teams that you felt like should have been nominated, wasn't nominated, let us know. Again, it's a few guys that I personally felt like should have been nominated, at minimum nominated, but they weren't, such as Kellen Bullock out for the Houston Texans. I felt like he at least should have got a nominee, 5 interceptions as a rookie on a playoff team, played all 17 games. I think that you at least get the nod with as well as 1 fumble recovery. So that's 6 turnovers for Kellen Bullock. I thought he should have been nominated. He wasn't. As well as Beanie Bishop Jr. for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also, I felt like could have been nominated in the secondary for the contribution that those guys made as rookies. Of course, felt like Sam Strill made a significant contribution, and he should have been nominated.
Yeah, for sure. I think Sanders still played a really good. I mean, nominated. I don't know if he should have won, but nominated potentially, yes. I think that should have been on the board. I think he played really well this year, and it's hard for me not to award when those guys are playing at their top level. I mean, like Sanders still balled out this year, to be real.
Okay.
All over the place.
Okay. Well, what do you have? Who else do you think should have been nominated out of all of the categories that we see here? Who else did you feel should have been nominated?
You're gonna have to put the categories up because then that's hard to say because I don't know.
All right, well they up there at the bottom of the screen, but let's just say within the defensive, let's say defensive player of the year, who did they miss?
Honestly, I feel like
I said Kirby Joseph should have been defensive player of the year. That was my defensive player of the year.
I mean, I think Myles Garrett balled out this year.
Talking about with the Lions?
Yes.
Wow, bro, how? He got torched.
No, he didn't. He got torched in the playoff game, but he was hurt. But he has 9 interceptions, and he has a 91 PFF rating.
Yeah. He was actually balling this year. He had a bad playoffs. See, but this is why I do think. See, everybody say that this is an in-season award. This is definitely an in-season award, but I do think the playoffs have some effect on this award, and it
absolutely does.
And it should because when you think about races, how close these races could be, you might gotta go into the postseason to differentiate who deserves the award more. You know what I mean?
I just don't know if y'all are looking at the year before and the fact that the Bears had such a bad record and they gave one of the better teams the year before a softer schedule than they had the year that they became good.
I mean, I get it.
The Lions, the Vikings, the Packers, and the Bears had the softest schedule all year.
I ain't get it.
You got 9 picks because you got 4 quarterbacks in that division that aren't going to be playing football next year. Will Levis is probably not going to start for the Titans if they can get a quarterback in there. They've been trying to figure that space out for the last 3-4 seasons down there, Joe. You got
they get a quarterback. They got the #1 overall pick.
So they got Deion Sanders. They got the two college coaches presenting, Deion Sanders and Bill Belichick.
Hey, that's what's up. I would love to see some Colorado versus Tar Heels games.
Never gonna happen.
That'll be lit.
Never gonna happen unless they make it to a bowl game.
Nah, they cool though. You know, Bill Belichick and Deion been rapping a whole lot lately. Deion been getting a lot of advice from Bill Belichick. I mean,
Coach of the Year. That's who presenting Coach of the Year. Deion and Bill Belichick is presenting Coach of the Year. We all right, Coach of the Year.
Andy Reid there.
Who y'all got? I got Quinn.
I got Andy Reid, but it should be Dan Quinn.
Andy Reid.
I got Quinn.
They might go Kevin O'Connell too, but I don't know.
Nominees. Let me get y'all the nominees. Kevin O'Connell.
If it goes to Kevin O'Connell, it's because Sam Darnold had the year he did.
Kevin O'Connell, Sam Darnold, Andy Reid, and Dan Quinn are the finalists.
Sam Darnold is not a finalist.
Sam Darnold is not a coach.
No, I said Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell. My bad. Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell. And the 2024 NFL Coach of the Year is Kevin O'Connell.
Oh my God!
So I said that. It's because of y'all argument about Sam Darnold. Y'all argue so hard for Sam.
That's bull.
As if that franchise hasn't done that with a nobody quarterback. Case Keenum did the same thing and actually got a win, and he ain't win comeback player enough.
That award is for Sam Darnold and for Kevin O'Connell. To me,
I disagree.
That was a makeup. That was a makeup. They had to give Joe Burrow something. You had to give Sam Darnold something. You gave it to his coach instead. Some makeup. You gave Jaden Daniels 2 awards because you stiffed Dan Quinn on the on Coach of the Year. You stiffed Dan Quinn on Coach of the Year. So you made it up by giving Jaden Daniels 2 awards.
Yeah, I think Dan Quinn should have got Coach of the Year, to be honest, because I think that his job was the most difficult. I thought Andy Reid was going to win it because, let's be real, Andy Reid won the most games out of anybody in the league this year as a coach.
Yeah, but they aren't a bad team.
The Super Bowl, so he go win the top.
He's back in the Super Bowl, exactly.
No. What I'm saying is that you can't. The NFL has a difficult standard here because Belichick should have won it every year. Then if that's the case, and not for bad reason. But technically, the Chiefs have just not had they need a single-digit win season for Andy Reid to get Coach of the Year for something like this. They can't have real shit. They can't have double-digit wins every year and he get a Coach of the Year. Like they would have to go undefeated. Undefeated would have got him Coach of the Year. If it not, even with that 1 loss, 2 losses, they give it to someone else. They expect.
That's not fair though, bro. Like if I won.
No. I said that it's a hard way to look at it, but in some way it is fair. It is fair, bro. You have a consistent roster. No. Wait.
I gotta go undefeated though, bro. Like 15 games.
No. I don't know if you let me finish. You don't have to go undefeated every year. I'm saying that if another team has double-digit wins, like 14 wins, like the Vikings did on the Lions, or the Eagles having 13 wins, the Chiefs got to go undefeated. You know what I'm saying? For Andy Reid to be considered, because you have a good team. Those other teams we didn't expect to have 13, 14 wins.
And to Vito's point, Bill Belichick himself has won Coach of the Year 3 times. In 2003, in 2007 when they went 16-0. And then in 2010. So
that's what I'm saying. He's at the point now where he got to be Bill Belichick.
Andy Reid has won Coach of the Year 5 times already. They're gonna give it to somebody else. He's not giving off. 2002, 2010, 2013, 2015, and 2018.
Dan Quinn though, because I do feel like Andy probably should won it, but I feel like Dan Quinn did a even more. I feel like Dan Quinn did the best job out of any coach this year. When you think about a rookie quarterback, when you thinking about putting together a team in an off season, literally.
Well, they gave it to I keep saying Sam Darnold. They gave it to Kevin O'Connell because that's like if we lost Jaden Daniels and still went 14-2.
No.
14-3.
No.
They lost their rookie quarterback. They lost him in the preseason.
But the difference is that they already had the rest of the team built. And I will say this. I'm not mad at them because, Kyrie Jackson, their draft pick, died in a car crash. And to coach through that.
Right.
I would say that I'm not saying he's not deserving of it. Okay? I'm just saying me personally, I feel like Dan Quinn, 46 new players, bruh. 46. I don't think Kevin O'Connell had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? 46.
Yeah.
Now don't get me wrong. I will say that 46 new players versus a death on the team is another thing. And like a death on the team is kind of hard to coach through. So I'm not saying he didn't deserve it at all. I'm just saying that my pick personally was Dan Quinn.
I mean, I get you. That was my pick is Dan Quinn too. So we got a couple more awards left. A few more awards left.
Yeah.
Got about 15 minutes left.
MVP should be coming up, right?
What did they miss on? Yeah, I mean, so far. I mean, are y'all satisfied with the outcome, or what do y'all feel? I mean, Vito back in.
Me personally, Joe Burrow was deserving of comeback player of the year, and I feel like Kevin O'Connell was deserving of coach of the year. I mean, can I say that for a 1,000,000% fact, that there was no other player deserving of the award? Hey, V said that, man.
I got him, man.
Yeah, can I say that there was no other coach deserving of that? No. But I mean, 14-3, and like I said, a death on the team is hard to do.
I think that I take the death away
because
they're
going through MVP right now.
I think that matters.
MVP right now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I hear you.
I think Sam Darnold was the reason why Kevin O'Connell got that
MVP.
Bro, let V talk. Can you hear V?
No, I cannot hear V.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me, bro?
Just let me know when he finished. Point.
Go ahead, V.
All right, so to me, the reason why Kevin O'Connell won that award is because I can't name a season that Sam Darnold was good.
You can't name
a year that Sam Darnold was good. Like I can't name a year that Sam Darnold was a threat as a quarterback in the NFL. So for Kevin O'Connell to lose the rookie that you at least
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Yeah, no, I can hear you, bro. You good. And I can hear V. I don't think y'all can hear. I don't think.
Go ahead. Let me know when he's finished.
I can hear Roto. Yeah. All I'm saying is that I think that Kevin O'Connell coaching Sam Darnold up to the quarterback that he was this year is a testament to Kevin O'Connell, literally by itself. Okay. Jaden Daniels, even though I agree with you guys in a large way with Dan Quinn being the coach of the year, but nobody knew what to get from Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie, and we all have heard that statement before, like it's less film on you. Like people have gotten the book on Sam Darnold. So it was like, all right, we know what this guy's capable of. We know what he's good at, what he can do. And Kevin O'Connell literally changed that like it never happened prior to him. So I think that was a great, that's something that's not easy to coach. We've seen plenty of teams get quarterbacks to come in and try to fill in a role until they can get to the next season or find a guy till that rookie gets ready. And we've watched it not necessarily work out. And the Vikings were pretty much hot for majority of the year. And Sam Darnold was a large part of that. Even by me pointing out the turnovers that were coming in late in the year, he still balled out in a number of games where it was just clear that he was the guy for them this season.
I wrote V done. I agree, V. I agree a million percent because that's a hard coaching job right there, Kevin O'Connell. But go ahead.
For me, it was, I don't know. I think it was a makeup call to try to spread the love around the room for the guys that was invited. You don't really want nobody to leave empty-handed. And so even if it's an organization, you don't want an organization to leave empty-handed. So whether it was Kevin O'Connell or Sam Darnold, I felt like the Minnesota Vikings would leave with something, just like Washington, we left with something. Philly left with something. So everyone who came,
Allen won the MVP.
Josh Allen is the MVP, the 2025 MVP.
About time, man. About time. Congratulations, Josh. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I actually, like I said, I've been saying co-MVPs. So, because I really didn't, I feel like Josh Allen on the Buffalo Bills is as important as any player is on any team in sports.
Yes. Totally agree with you on that.
So I think that when you say most valuable player, that's how valuable he is. He is the Jokic. He is, he's the guy, the catalyst of that team. We talk about, like earlier when V said, if Joe Burrow doesn't play, take Josh Allen off the Buffalo Bills. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they lose every game, but they definitely are not a playoff team without Josh Allen, in my opinion. Despite all the talent that they have, they need a guy like that. They need a catalyst guy that can run, that can get the fourth downs, the third downs. He got a cannon of an arm, like he's a fullback with a cannon. You know what I mean? He is what you would have wanted, what you would have wanted out of a Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? You got the size, no diddy, and the arm strength, the stuff like that. That's what you want out of any guy that runs the ball a little bit, but just got a cannon of an arm. So shout out to Josh Allen, very deserving.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Buffalo Bills, man. Buffalo stand up, man. Buffalo, New York stand up. Buffalo Bills stand up. Bills Mafia stand up, man. Y'all are the MVPs. I know y'all been waiting for it. Y'all couldn't get the Super Bowl championship this year. Y'all couldn't get out the NFC championship. Y'all lost what we lost here in Washington. So we would have been good to boogie with y'all in the Super Bowl. However, I gotta shout y'all out. Y'all definitely did your thing this year. Josh Allen did his thing. Shout out to Josh Allen and the Bills Mafia for taking home that MVP. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, any wrap ups? I mean, we ain't gonna hold them too long. We're gonna keep it short, simple to the people. This is a NFL's honors tonight. So
man, that's their show. That's their show. Our show still continues. I don't know about y'all unless y'all busy, but I would like to go over who our MVPs and who our defensive player and our offensive.
I've already said mine. So you have to.
We can go over it. Yeah, I still got a little bit of time or whatever the case may be. So yeah, definitely.
I mean, again, you could y'all got the floor to say whoever y'all felt. Again, for me, I felt like Kirby Joseph was my defensive player of the year.
No. I'm talking about for our organization. This is all about the Commanders, baby.
Well, we know we still got some nature awards though. We still got the nature awards coming. I mean, we can go through some if you want to. If you want to preview a little bit, but we got the nature awards.
We can't be behind the league, man.
Yeah, but we still got the nature awards coming up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to take the people time up during the Super Bowl with awards. You know what I'm saying? We could.
No, I think after the Super Bowl. If we can run through.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we will talk about that later. But anytime y'all ready. I mean, like I said, I was just talking about for the team. I'm not talking about all across the league.
That's what I was talking about. But all
across the league. All across the league, I would literally have to look at more film. I think Will Anderson with the Texans definitely should have not gone tonight without being mentioned. Will Anderson had a crazy season this season. Far as rookies, Marvin Harrison Jr., Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors. Like there's a list that could go on the amount of usage that these guys got for their franchises. Brock Bowers setting like numbers unprecedented for tight ends this year.
Right.
Jayden was a joy as a fan of the Washington football team. Jayden was an absolute joy to watch week in and week out. I don't think that there's a better offensive MVP to me, but if I were to watch some other games, I could definitely see that there were some players that were definitely used a lot in their offenses. Brian Thomas being one of those. Malik Neighbors had a crazy year as far as stats, but Brian Thomas, man, was different. Him and Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr., in my opinion, wasn't mentioned as much because of him not taking a shoe deal.
Ladd McConkey. Don't forget him.
Definitely. Ladd McConkey definitely made his name known. Like he's in that division as well. In that division, he's probably now the most known threat outside of probably Sutton. And if you ask me, he's probably on par with Sutton right now. With the guy being one of the fastest guys in the league with Worthy, I still don't know how Ladd McConkey was able to catapult himself up the ladder like that this year with a quarterback who I feel was underused. I definitely feel like Herbert was underused this year. Yeah. So, you know.
Bucky Irvin, that's another one.
Bucky Irvin was like that with the Bucs this year. Not what I was expecting. Definitely not. I definitely didn't expect that. But the player that I saw was really good. There were things that he was able to do within that offense that just helped them be better than they were the previous year. I think he has a long career coming up ahead of him. I would like them to keep Rachaad White. I don't think that they should go away from that because I think that he's very beneficial to their offense. But Bucky just took that spot over. I mean, and shout out to Leo for pointing that out early in the year. He literally called Bucky to be the starter there probably by like week 2 or 3. He was like, nah, I don't know. If Rachaad White stays at that spot, and damn if he wasn't right.
Yeah.
Also, McLaughlin with the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Had a nice year too as a second back. Williams was out there, was supposed to be like the guy, and they replaced that before the season even got halfway through. And again, like I said, there were a number of guys who showed up. Brandon Coleman, not the only offensive lineman.
Joe
Alt was amazing this year. Like
yes,
literally reminded me of a John Jansen first season in the league type of year. Like literally just didn't let nobody bother his quarterback, which is something that you beg for to happen in the league. The Chargers have something there with him and McConkey in the next few seasons coming along.
Just so everybody knows this, Terry McLaurin and Dyami Brown are number 1 and 2 in receiving in the postseason this year.
Oh, nice. That was all right.
Yes. As far as average, Ladd McConkey averages the most, though. He averages 197 yards a game.
I mean, that's because he had that 197 in that one game they played. Then he had like 11 or 12 catches, bro.
Yeah. He had 14 targets, 9 receptions, 197, 21-yard average.
He was acting up, bro. That one of those was that like 80 or 85-yard touchdown. One of them jumps he ended up breaking, but even still, bro, he acted up, bro.
Yeah,
he acted up.
Yeah. St. Brown ended up with 137 against us on 10 targets.
Who?
St. Brown.
Oh yeah.
Then Mike Evans ended up with 92 against us. Everybody was against us except for Nico Collins. Nico Collins went off. I got whoever he played, he went off. But everybody else was really against us. And then it's McLaurin and Brown. I want to see more of what McLaurin and Brown can do together. Even though Brown got the fumble, I know y'all want to move away from Brown. I don't know. I'm torn on that one. Because they tore it up. When they got the opportunity to rock together, they tore it up. So I'm a little torn on that one when it comes to Dyami Brown.
Well, what I did in my season is something I think that the Skins could potentially do. So let's say that we don't trade. I think we should trade that first pick and some more compensation for Myles Garrett. But let's say we don't do that. If we don't do that, right? And we're going to use that 29th pick, I think we should use that on a receiver. And I think that we should also go after a receiver in free agency. So basically, what I did is I grabbed the receiver out of free agency, which was secure, and then I grabbed McMillan because he slipped in the draft into the second round. I don't think McMillan will slip in the draft to the second round, but you can get you a tall, big receiver right there, and you can get you a slot guy out of free agency. So I think that there's opportunity for us to be able to do something like that and to revamp our receiving core. But doing that, I didn't have to get rid of Luke McCaffrey or De'Ami Brown. I used De'Ami Brown as my outside wide receiver backup, and I use Luke McCaffrey as my slot receiver backup. So I don't think we have to do a whole lot with the receivers, but just two receivers can change the dynamic of it if we do keep De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I like what he did this year.
Cool.
And I just want to see De'Ami Brown. I want to see a little bit more of him. I know he fumbled in the playoff game.
So if you keep De'Ami Brown, you do realize that we're likely going to stay away from a receiver, period. If you keep De'Ami Brown, you have to solidify him as your number 2. There's no other role for him on the team at the amount of money that he's about to make. His contract is, so you have to give him money. And even if you don't want to give him,
I'm not sure that his numbers warrant a lot of money, though.
You don't. It's not. So, can you hear me out real quick? It's not about that. You got to be an athlete for yourself instead of a fan for a second. Just for 1 second, be the athlete that I'm talking about. You be De'Ami Brown. You've been with the team for 4 years. You're getting ready to get your payday. All right, and whether it be a small one or not, you're getting an extension to what your beginning of the career is. Remember, they say NFL is not for long, so you got a second chance to come in the league. Do you come back to this team to help out when you are unsure of what your role is going to be, knowing that they have to fill in that number 2 spot? Can you be the guy? All right, cool. You don't want a scenario where you bring him back as your number 2. Don't go out and do anything about bringing someone in for this spot at that particular spot, at the number 2 spot, not at any other receiver spot, at the number 2 spot, and you don't go and do something about it, and he doesn't have the production that what we were looking to see that was hopeful to have for this year, because I still don't think the production was there this year. He just made plays when he was able to get in the game. And that's what you got to remember, too, that he didn't start the year off. In the preseason, he was the number 2 guy. He even beat out Dotson. Dotson got traded, removed. We all was like, all right, Brown's going there. And for weeks, they struggled to find whether he was going to be the guy for that spot or not. If Noah Brown does not get hurt.
Yeah, they brought in Noah Brown, though, to be in that spot. They didn't really give him a chance.
Bro, can you listen to what I'm saying again? Because maybe you forgot the fact that Noah Brown didn't get here until week 1. After the last preseason game, Noah Brown showed up. That's why we didn't have no receivers for the first game and for the second game for the most part. We didn't even target a receiver the first game. I think we might have targeted Terry twice, but we didn't have a reception by a receiver, I believe, in the first game. All right, because we were just not in it. Right, we wasn't ready for the season. Noah Brown wasn't on the team. We just got rid of Martavis. No, I think we had just picked up Noah Brown because we had Martavis Bryant during the preseason. Noah Brown wasn't on our team during the preseason. De'Ami Brown was the number 2 wide receiver after they cut Dotson. After the first game, Dotson didn't even start. De'Ami Brown did. In the second game, De'Ami Brown is the starter at the number 2 spot. For whatever reason, whether it be blocking or whatever the case may be, he does not start again at the number 2 spot until week 7 or 9, whichever one that Noah got hurt. It had to be like 9 or 10 because we played the Bears around 8 or 9 or something like that. So after that, 2 games after that is when Noah Brown gets hurt. After the Steelers game, so I guess that first Eagles game, Noah Brown gets hurt. That's like 11 games into the season, bro. I'm just saying, just pay attention to the fact that De'Ami's not starting up until an injury. So you're about to bring him back for the following season. I'm not giving you.
I don't think you got to pay a lot of money for him.
It's not.
I'm talking about pay a lot of money.
But what I'm saying, so you still answering as the fan or as a GM. You be De'Ami Brown. Are you going to come back and not know what your role is when you can be a free agent and make some more money somewhere else?
I never. No, the question wasn't whether De'Ami Brown wants to come back or not. The question.
No, I'm asking you. You're answering. I'm telling you that you're answering the question.
Yes, I probably would, because at least I know the offense that I'm getting into. I have an opportunity to compete. Minimum, I normally get an opportunity to compete. I could go somewhere else and end up like Doxson.
I got a question. No. My thing is, hold on. I would say in that situation, it really does depend on what the team is asking me to do. You know what I mean? So it's really too hard for either of us to make that decision, because let's say we go into the meeting, the team say, hey, you know what? You're our number 2 guy, but we're going to have somebody compete for that spot. He might be like, all right, cool, I could win.
If I sign Deebo Samuels or T. Higgins, I'm not talking to De'Ami Brown.
Yeah. Now, no, listen.
But they just like you signed Noah Brown and he got hurt. And
I would sign Noah Brown over De'Ami Brown because Noah Brown's going to cost me less. And I know, and he was a starter for me. If he does not get hurt, I don't even know if I know what De'Ami Brown is going to do for me.
I agree, but I just think you could get De'Ami Brown at a good number. I think
I'm telling you that if you keep him, you can't get that number 2. They're the only receiver that's possible to get.
I disagree with that.
It depends on the number.
Who are you paying 2 salaries for?
I don't think you got to pay double-digit numbers to De'Ami Brown.
Bro, like, you keep saying that. We made it, bro. Bro. You're not using your brain.
Do you know what De'Ami Brown numbers look like? Do you know what his numbers look like?
I don't think De'Ami Brown.
Do you know that when you go to a NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, every player that contract is up, their price goes up rather than just base money. It's not going to be base money that he's getting. He's going to be getting it between $8 and $12 million, or between $6 and $12 million. If he's going to be our number 2 wide receiver
this year,
I would say
if he's going to be our number 2 wide receiver, he's going to get $12 million, between $8 and $12 million next year. If he's our starting number 2 receiver, that's what they're going to. Okay, that's what I'm telling you.
Curtis Samuel didn't even get that. I
think De'Ami.
He got $6 million.
I think De'Ami Brown gets anywhere between, if he stays here, anywhere between $5 and $7 million. I think that's to be a 30. So you want to pay $7 million to somebody that has the ability to catch 30, maybe 40 passes. Just by receiver market of how high it is right now, it'll be different if everybody wasn't getting 30, 35 million and all that.
Everybody's not getting that. It's only 2 receivers.
I'm talking about top end guys. 3 top end guys got it right now. AJ Brown, 4. AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. It's a couple of them got 30 plus. Brandon Ayuk. Okay. These are listen, that's what
you have one of them on your team already. You have one of them on your team already.
Listen, I'm saying, bro, that's the high market of receivers. So receivers are going to get paid a little more. I think that if the receiver market
in the regular season, De'Ami Brown only has 1 touchdown this whole year in the regular season. I can't see you having to pay him a lot of money. I just can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the receiver market was lower, the De'Ami Brown would probably go for $3 million. But because the receiver market is so high, I think him maxing out at about 6. But I think probably anywhere between
that's the price that you're going to bring him back at if he's not your number 2. I'm telling you that if he comes, okay, but I'm telling you also that I'm not as an athlete. I'm not taking $5 or $6 million unless my goal is winning the Super Bowl. That's it. That's literally it.
Somebody might offer him a lot of money. To Vito's
that's what I'm trying to say to you. That's exactly what I'm trying to say to you right now. Where I'm trying to get y'all to think, bro. We're talking about a team. Mind you, the other teams in the league have watched us snatch players from their team. You think that they're not going to try to take a De'Ami Brown when they know that we need a number 2 receiver? You're not going to pay $7 million to a 4th receiver that might get 30 snaps. Might get 30 receptions or 40 receptions. That's backwards, bro. When you need a receiver that's about to take up 60 catches or more. Your number 2 that you expect to bring in has to at least catch 60 catches for you. It's going to be a failed experiment unless he catches less than that and can get over 1,000 yards like some Tyreek Hill shit. So other than that,
it depends on
to pay $7 million and you're bringing back Crowder on a veteran job. If you bring Crowder back, if you don't bring Crowder back, you have McCaffrey, De'Ami Brown, Terry McLaurin, whoever your number 2 is.
Yeah, but even Crowder wasn't getting paid but nothing but like 3 and some change this year. So that's what I expect De'Ami Brown to get, a little bit over 3.
Yeah, I don't know if you understand the market, bro. Number two in slots don't get paid the same unless the slots usage is different. And again, so that means that what I'm telling the De'Ami Brown is that throughout the last 8 weeks of the season that you were doing well. You did well the last 8 weeks since Noah got hurt and you had to come in. You've had almost 80 yards a game, close to 80 yards a game, or averaging about that much. So I'm telling you now that at a number 2 spot, you weren't at the number 3 for none of these games. You was at the number 2.
I got a question for you, bro.
At the number 2 position, I'm going to now take a pay cut to make the same amount of money as a receiver who was barely getting on the field. Crowder barely got on the field this year. If I'm De'Ami Brown, that's an insult to me that I've been here 4 years, regardless of the work I've done or not. When I got an opportunity to play, I did what I had to do. Nobody else was. Noah Brown was not getting 80 yards a game. He was getting the targets and stuff, and he was not catching the ball.
I hear you.
I'm saying
tell me where De'Ami Brown is going to go right now, where he's going to get a big payday and become the number 2 wide receiver.
The Jaguars don't have any. They don't have a receiver outside. That's why Brian Thomas did what he did.
They got Christian Kirk.
He was trash this year, bro. Okay, let's go with players that did not have production. Since you need me to name that. That's fine. I can still add a De'Ami Brown when you don't even know who the quarterback is going to be there next year.
They still got Calvin Ridley down there.
No, they don't. Ridley is with the Texans, bro. I mean, with the Titans.
Okay, yeah, you know what? He's with the Titans. I forgot. They got another receiver other than Brian Thomas and Kirk. They
don't. I think Chalk is with somebody else. I think Chalk might have been with the Cardinals still or something like that. He might be right there.
I thought he was with the Chargers.
Yeah, but even still, guys are moving around. I don't think that Keelan Allen is going to be with the Bears next year. It's very highly that Keelan Allen moves on from that situation. If he stays, then cool. But the Rams, like getting ready to lose Cooper Kupp.
Was their other play of a wide receiver this year.
The Rams getting ready to lose Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, they need a number 2 receiver because they had Parker Washington and Josh.
I don't think that the Eagles are sticking with Jahan Dotson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like teams can use a wide receiver who's been in this offense to help decipher what this offense is going to try to do. You do know that that the schedule for next year is set out. So there are teams
this is what I'm saying though. How much are you willing to pay for that? That's what I'm saying.
They're not going to have to pay that much more, bro. Guess what? If the Redskins going to pay you $7 million, but you don't even know how much you're going to be on the field, I'll take the $7 or $8 or $9 million from another team that's going to allow me to play. You don't know the role you're going to have unless they tell you you're going to be the number 2 receiver. If you don't know that they're going to sign you as the number 2 receiver and not move on to get somebody else, which I don't like personally, if they don't tell De'Ami Brown that, I am leaving because it's uncertainty in my position. I'm going to have to basically wait until Noah Brown or somebody get hurt in that number 2 spot for me to play. Zacchaeus right now,
I don't think
Zacchaeus or McCaffrey is going to be the slot next year.
Nah, listen, right now, Zacchaeus not signed. Right now, who is signed to us right now, right? So Zacchaeus had a 1-year deal, so he's not signed. Noah Brown had a 1-year deal, he's not signed. De'Ami Brown was on the last year of his contract, he's not signed. You get what I'm saying? So right now, I really got them going away from Noah Brown. I got Zacchaeus coming back because they like the way Zacchaeus play, but he not going to get paid a bunch of money anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what they're going to do with Noah Brown. I don't know if they bring Noah Brown back.
I'm going to bring Noah Brown back because I plan on losing De'Ami Brown. And Noah Brown has always been a 4th receiver. He's not going to be mad about his role. He's going to accept that role, play special teams for you, and do all of the work that you ask him to do because he's not going to be entitled like Wichacon was, like Dotson.
And who's to say that we don't keep more wide receivers this year? 6 wide receivers.
Yeah, nah, your running back run was too bad.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, like what I did is I purged the running back room. I got rid of Eckler. I got rid of everybody but Brian
Robinson.
Yeah, I got rid of everybody. So I brought in. I told you I ended up with a very good draft pick by the luck of whatever, you know. But like I said, I traded with the Giants off the jump because I knew the Giants had a bad quarterback. I looked to see who had the worst quarterbacks in the league, and I traded with them off the jump before the season even started. So it was like, all right, whatever they're going to be, that's where my draft pick's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I was going to do well. So I traded right out the jump because we had the number 2 still. You know how they start you out with whatever you had last year. We had the number 2. So I traded all my picks away, traded them to the Giants and to the, what's the name? So that's not something that we can do. You know what I'm saying? At all. But in that sense, I got rid of all my running backs, and that's how I ended up with Gentry, and I ended up with it's another guy that I had on my practice squad the year before, Velus Jones. I had him on my practice squad, and I just ended up saying, all right, look, it was a time Eckler got hurt. I brought him up off the practice squad. He had like an 80-yard run. I said, I'm keeping you on the team. You know what I'm saying? And he was good at kick returns and punt returns. So that's really why I kept him. But I cleaned out the room. I mean, I like our running backs, but McNichols, clean them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would get rid of, no offense, Rodriguez. I think we probably could keep him. Because I don't know if any team's going to come up and snatch him up, but keep him, and I will get rid of everybody but Eckler, Johnson, and him, and I go get another running back. I go get somebody that's a speedster that can take the top off of a defense, somebody that got a lot of, you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying Darren Sproles, a Reggie Bush, you know what I'm saying? A agile, elusive back that can do some stuff that Eckler can do, but just faster.
We need a top end back. To me, you gotta have somebody who's you gotta
I
have
like
some.
Amari in Hampton. I like Slim out of North Carolina.
I don't want to draft anybody. I don't think it's nobody in the draft that
Bruh,
can give you.
not.
I don't think it's nobody in the draft. Personally, I don't think it's nobody in the draft that can fill the role that you're going to need as a NFC contender, as a Super Bowl contender. I don't see it.
Hampton, I believe this is my belief. I believe
outside of Gentry.
I believe Hampton is fast. Gentry, I don't think we're gonna have a chance to get him. I think he's going top 10. You know what I mean? And I did get him, and when I drafted him at number 7. So I think he's going top 10. I don't think he's getting past 11, which is San Francisco, because I think if San Francisco get a chance to get Gentry, they're gonna get him, and they're gonna have him and Christian McCaffrey on the same team, which is crazy. Especially with Mason, the person that was back up last year for them, he is a free agent this year. So that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna let him go to Dallas, and knowing good and goddamn well that he's right there, he's like a generational talent. I mean, you're not gonna give Kyle Shanahan a chance to get somebody like him, and he's not gonna pick him.
They may not, you know. But either way, so we're gonna move into just the last thoughts of the at least the regular season before the Super Bowl. Any Super Bowl picks if you want to throw them out there, and then anything going on with Score the Fight if you want to throw it out there for the fans we got rocking with us. Do you got anything?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, my Super Bowl pick, I've been waiting, and I'm gonna drop it right now tonight. My Super Bowl pick would be the Kansas City Chiefs. The reason I believe that the Kansas City Chiefs will win the Super Bowl is because, one, Andy Reid, first and foremost. Andy Reid is the Philadelphia Eagles ex-coach. He was Philly's coach. Philly fired him because he couldn't win the big one. Okay? Could not win the big one. Okay? Since then, not only has Andy Reid won the big one, but Philly won the big one. So the thing is that last time they played in the Super Bowl, what happened? Kansas City won. And that was with the Kelsey in the middle. Okay? Andy Reid is about to show the best game plan that you have ever seen to stop a Saquon Barkley. They know that on the outside, Jalen Hurts is not the type of person to beat you with his arm. I mean, the receivers can go off, okay? They got some top-notch receivers. Got one of the best rosters in the league, maybe the best roster in the league. But I think the Kansas City Chiefs, they've been here before. They champions. They 2-time defending champions. I believe they make history with the three-peat. Don't get me wrong. Saquon Barkley, I imagine him to have a really good game, but just like I seen him not have a good game in the Cleveland game. I think that Andy Reid goes back and look at that film, and they don't have a Myles Garrett, but guess what they do got? They got a Jones. They got a Jones over there. You get what I'm saying? They got all of the elements that the Cleveland Browns have. And if you can stop Saquon Barkley in any kind of way in this Super Bowl and leave it on Jalen Hurts' arm to beat you versus Patrick Mahomes' arm, I'm taking Pat. I'm taking Pat. It wouldn't make sense to take Jalen Hurts. Okay? Now, Philadelphia is a really good team, and they got some young, hungry bulls up front, and they got some guys that's going to give Patrick Mahomes some issues. Okay? Do I think that Philly got enough toolage to stop the two-time defending champions? The guy, Patrick Mahomes, only lost one time this year. He's going to be the new Michael Jordan of football because he would be the first to do the three-peat. You know what I mean? And everybody associates Mike in the three-peat right now, you know, because he did it twice. This is Pat's probably last Super Bowl for a while, though, in my opinion. It's my bold prediction. Pat wins the Super Bowl here, but next year we'll see Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. And so I do think Pat three-peats right here.
All right, that's what I mean. That's what I got. I got the Chiefs taking the win. Let me make sure I still got the Chiefs.
It's personal.
Win,
it's
so
personal
far,
with
I've had
Andy
the Chiefs
Reid,
taking the win.
It's personal with Andy Reid. Don't think that the Philadelphia Eagles going to stop Andy Reid from making history. He knows that organization up and down. Okay.
Right.
You want to know what he does have probably still in Philly right now? Connections. Something that they don't have on the other side. Well, actually, Fangio was over there in Kansas City, you know?
Was he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Kansas City. I'm taking Kansas City for the win. Big. I think they're gonna win big. So
me too, actually.
Yeah. It's gonna be my Super Bowl prediction.
All right.
What you got for Score to Fight?
February 22nd. I want all y'all to tune in. This is going to be one of the best cards you could ever see. It is a loaded card. Riyadh season is back. It's going to be the Better Be versus Bivol 2. And I mean, Shakur Stevenson, Kid Schofield, you know, just two of the names. Zilly Zhang fight that night. You know, it's just a loaded card, okay? And you want to be a part of it, trust me. So, Score to Fight, February 22nd. We're going to start early because it is in Riyadh. So, I believe that's going to start around 6 o'clock, something like that. It might be 2. So, I'll give you guys a better date and time next time we come on. But Riyadh season, February 22nd, tune into us. We're going to definitely have some announcement for you guys before then to let you guys know exactly what's what and what's what. So, you know, Score to Fight.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's Riyadh season, man. Y'all make sure that y'all tune into that. We are going to be back possibly for the Super Bowl. We don't know yet, but we are definitely considering what we're going to do and how we're going to move for Super Bowl Sunday. So y'all make sure y'all tune into that. But either way, without further ado, we're not going to hold y'all up too much, man. It's the Nature Sports Podcast. We're going to let y'all get on out of here. Make sure you driving. If you're driving, drive safely. If you're walking, walk safely. Whatever you're doing, make sure you get home safely. NFL honors Josh Allen, the MVP, the 2024 MVP. Shout out to everybody who won all of the awards. Jared Verse, Jaden Daniels, who was the coach of the year, Kevin O'Connell, Joe Burrow. Shout out to all the winners from tonight, man. Y'all had a wonderful season. And we have had a wonderful season. We have gone out with a bang for all the fans who are currently tuned in here on the Nature Sports Podcast. Make sure you hit that like button. that subscribe button wherever you're watching at, with whatever page you're watching on right now. Go to that page, hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see y'all next week, whether it's the Super Bowl, whatever we got going on. Make sure y'all tune into the Organized Betting Show, which is still going to be live and direct and in your face for the 2025 Man Nation Sports Podcast. Y'all know we got a lot going on, man. So just stick in there with us, hang in there with us, rock with us, be with us, and y'all gonna get all your sports here, man. Y'all win some money with us. See y'all next week.
YouTube /@TheNatureDC. Subscribe today.